Hello and happy midweek greetings from Radically Rational and radicallyrational.com. First of all, please pardon my ignorance, but apparently Saudi Arabia beating Argentina in boys soccer is not a common occurrence? Who knew? Looks to me like the Cowboys OBJ thing is going to happen, and I think that's a good thing because he could be a difference maker for the Cowboys. He could also be a difference maker for the Chiefs, Bills, or Niners. So it's good to get OBJ. It's also good to keep OBJ away from those other guys. Another Sunday, another quarterback for the Panthers. This week when they play the Broncos, they'll recycle Sam Darnold. Yeah, that'll get them where they want to go. This upsets me. Some clown or clowns trashed the Browns playing field by driving circles on it. What's the matter on you? I'm curious about this. How did the Arizona Cardinals offensive line coach manage to get himself fired on the spot in a foreign country? I don't know about that. Could be more lack of institutional control on Cliffy's part, though. That franchise is a joke. Okay, so Lane Kiffin reportedly told his Ole Miss players yesterday that he hasn't signed with anybody else, like, say, I don't know, Auburn. Let me translate that for you. War Eagle. Being the head coach of football at Kansas is a tough gig. It really is. But Jayhawk coach Lance Leopold is a tough guy, and he really deserved the extension that he got yesterday that will keep him in Lawrence through 2029. That's good. All right, think about it. About all that's left for the Aggies is a chance to jack up LSU's season. You know, not much of a chance, but okay. We're recording this at what time is it, Joe?
6:30.
At 6:31. So the Michigan Wolverines can look forward to remaining undefeated for another 79 hours at this point. Okay, on the other hand, this is some pretty funny stuff. So apparently, SCOTUS has informed his orangeness that his tax audit is complete. And so he can now release it, right? Yeah, this is very interesting. And a unanimous opinion, at least no written dissent. Read into that what you will. Okay, and I promise you this. Trump has already asked somebody, can I appeal this higher than the Supreme Court? Is there some other? Because he's a dumbass and because he does not understand the first thing about our judicial system or any of our other institutions, which is why he was such a disaster to begin with. But I'm loving this. Don't you know he's pissed? I appointed you guys, and this is the way you show your gratitude? This is what I'm reading into this. Don't misunderstand. This now completely politicized Supreme Court is no less committed to turning us into an evangelical Christian theocracy. They haven't abandoned that. They just abandoned Trump. Trumpism, unfortunately, is not dead, but Donnie is through. Just a theoretical question, no wrong answer. Who's more completely pitiful as a human being? Lindsey Graham or Ted Cruz? Again, no wrong answer. And this is good too. It appears that Kevin McCarthy is math challenged in his effort to become the GOP cat herder in charge. Careful what you wish for, Kevin. Another American mass shooting as we wake up on Wednesday morning. Of course, it's a day that ends in Y. And one other thing, one of the really, really unfortunate pieces of collateral damage that emanated from the pandemic, let's get this straight. The way a lot of people in this country treated Anthony Fauci is a disgrace and reflects an uncommon amount of ignorance. That man was a magnificent public servant for decades, and vilifying him is a completely reckless, irrational act. We're radically rational.